Hey everybody, how's it going? Our House 21 here, and time for another quick tip. So let's just say you're like me and you picked up yourself a nice shiny Traxxas XO-1 off of eBay, and you want to get this guy up and running with your current radio. So you don't want to use the Traxxas radio, you want to use your radio, because your radio has your other 20, 30, 50, however many other cars you have all on it, and you're nice, you're comfortable with it, you love your radio, you just want to use your radio because your radio is your radio. Okay, you plug in your receiver, like that's buried down here in this rat's nest, and you fire up the car and nothing happens. You think, oh, I got a bad ESC. You plug it back into the stock Traxxas one, it works fine. You're like, what the heck is going on? Well, there's something special going on, and I say special in quotations. So what's going on is Traxxas and Castle got together and they created the standard that they call Link Live, which allows the Castle ESCs to downlink information They allow the Castle ESCs to downlink information over the ESC wires, or over the signal wire, to the receiver and back to your radio, which allows a good portion of the Traxxas link telemetry to function. So it's a great system if you want to use the Traxxas radio. However, if you don't want to use the Traxxas radio, it doesn't work. And as a matter of fact, we'll go over here and you see on Castle Link here, there's an option right here that says Link Live Enabled. So by default, it's enabled. So you click on the little box, and what does it say? Link Live is a way for the controller to communicate power system information to an external device, such as a radio RV or computer, using a USB interface in real time. And enabled, if you jump down here, it says Link Live is enabled. Link Live will only work with Link Live enabled equipment. If Link Live is enabled and the controller on a controller while being used by non-Link Live capable receiver, for instance, the controller will not function. Translation: if you don't have Traxxas hardware and you just plug in your receiver, you got a brick. So the fix for this is really easy. All you need to do is click on here and go disable, and then update, and now it's programming the ESC. And while you're in here, you might want to go ahead and tune some other things. For example, I changed my startup power from low to high. You know, that may or may not be advisable, but hey, I did it. And you can also do things like tweak your motor timing. And I'll talk more about that later, but the short version is motor timing really isn't motor timing like people are used to thinking, like in an automotive standpoint, or even with the old brush motors. Motor timing is essentially, it tweaks an algorithm that's built into your ESC that essentially determines how aggressively your ESC will kick out extra current in order to keep the motor spinning at the edge of the RPM range. So if you're, so it effectively acts like putting a bigger pinion in, because it will let the motor spin up to a higher RPM before it levels off. Downside is it produces a lot of heat. So, and I'll probably go into this more as I start to try to tune this bad boy. But I mean, there's lots of other options in here. You can adjust your throttle curve, you can adjust your brake curve, and you can just do basic things like set your LiPo cutoff, and a lot of simple things. So the bottom line is, if you have a non-Castle ESC and you want to get, if you have a non-Traxxas radio and you want to use the ESC for your XO-1, you need to go ahead and do this step. And it's not that hard, but I didn't know that you had to do this beforehand. So, I just kind of figured it out. But, it's just I'm finding that there's a lot of things you have to do to this thing, to the XO-1, if you really want to fully utilize it, at least the way that I utilize my cars. So, all right, be on the lookout for a few more of these XO-1 tips, and I'll probably just put together a top to bottom XO-1 overview, just kind of giving all this stuff in one big package too. All right, so okay guys, so I hope you found this useful. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, remember the mantra: fly, fix, fly, break it, fix it, and do it all over again. And don't forget to check me out on social media, and that's Facebook and Instagram and all those other sources. And keep on the lookout. I've got a lot of new content that's rolling through. So as soon as I get done editing all this stuff, you see it straight to you. All right, our House 21 signing out. Peace.